Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're finally going to be doing the full review for the LEGO Mario Character Pack Series 2. That's set number 71386, and these are the second series in the character packs. You might be seeing a comparison between Series 1 and 2 at some point. Now this series I think is phenomenal. We have 10 amazing characters, a couple of which I think were really weak inclusions, but for the most part, they're phenomenal characters, and I'm really excited to take a look at all of them. We're going to be going through, and I'm going to be giving my individual thoughts for each of them, and my best recommendation for a feel guide, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end, and then we'll wrap up the video. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging, the manual, and then the actual characters. The packaging for these are pretty simple. They just come in these little bags with several characters pictured on the front here. This one's a bit ripped from when I opened it, but that's pretty much all there is, not much to it. And then all of the instruction manuals are essentially the same. They have the wind robot right here, along with the cover art on the side corner. And then they have the huge instructions for how to build the character, and then the stand up top. And on this side, this part is identical for every character. They have the checklist for all of them, and then some advertisements for the Mario line. This manual belonged to the Huck It Crab, but I could have just as easily shown you the manual for, let's say, the Poison Cheep Cheep. And all, backs are the same. The only thing that differs is the actual instructions. So it's pretty simple, and it is nice to get all these characters here, because normally, like with other Mario sets, you have to get the instructions in the app, but for the blind bags, you can just get the characters and get the instructions like that. Alright, the first character we're going to be taking a look at is the Poison Mushroom, and this is a very, very interesting character who appeared, I don't actually think in the actual games. I think this is in like some of the side games and the less popular ones, but I really appreciate the purple design here. This build is identical to the normal mushroom. When you just pull off the little cap, you can see the little design underneath, and this is the same piece that goes on top. For fielding this character in the bag, one of the easiest in the series, just tap for that giant mushroom piece, can't miss it. I love the fact that we get the purple piece here in a really cheap set, along with that printed log piece and the very nice flower design. The eyes on there are also a little more angry than the original mushroom. Looks great. As for the interaction with Lego Mario, you can take Mario, and when he jumps on top, he gets a power-up sound and then becomes all dizzy, and you have to shake him to clear him, and he loses it. Or I believe you can also put him in water, and that'll get rid of it instantly. But it's a pretty neat feature, and you get the power-up sound, and then he gets all dizzy, and you have to shake him again. Whoop. And he does get coins when you finish and you clear that, so that is pretty cool. Other than that, though, it's a pretty simple character. I definitely rate it a solid, probably like a 9 out of 10. It's a completely exclusive character and a fresh take, and it's nice to get it in the blind bags here, because it's something that, while you might want more than one of, it's also, it's just a good inclusion, because it's a unique, fresh take, and I'm very happy with this character. Probably one of my favorite characters in the entire series is going to be the Bone Goomba. I love this guy. It's always great to get more of these red pieces to build out the lava sets, and the fire, the candle fire pieces right here, so great. This guy stands on a very nice block in the background, and then his design is pretty much identical to a Goomba, except he's white with a very nice Perry the Platypus teal, and there's even some bones coming down his teeth there. I love the aggressive, angry face on the front there. The back has no printing. The rest of him is shaped like a mushroom. When you take Mario, jumps on it, gets 1 coin. Just the same as a normal Goomba, there's no variation. Well, I would have preferred an exclusive action, maybe a sound, maybe 2 coins or something. It is really great to get this variant here. Feeling him in the bag, I definitely feel for the Candlefire pieces, as that's the only piece you can find for this in this character. Also, if you can feel out the slope pieces on the side, there are 2 Goombas in the series that have them. However, once you feel that, you can feel for the absence of the parachute piece or the fire pieces. It's a little complicated, but this series as a whole was actually pretty hard to feel out, but it's still relatively simple to do. I'd rate this character a solid 10 out of 10. Perfect inclusion, looks phenomenal, a great character that we have nowhere, and one that I would definitely be willing to buy multiples of, just so I can have more of them to fill out my Lego Mario world. This is what I think a collectible minifigure for the Mario line should be. Our next character is one of my least favorite characters, and that's going to be Ninji. And while he looks cool, I got no idea who he is, and it doesn't feel like a character that I'd want in a character pack series, because I never get more than one of him. I think the spot would have been better suited for a character you can mass produce, get a lot of to fill out your world. And I just can't see many people wanting multiples of this character. The design is great. A very easy way to feel out this character is to feel for these cheese slope pieces or this leaf piece, because this leaf piece is exclusive to this character. The cheese slopes only come in, I think, one other character, the Huck It Crab. So once you find those, you have a 50-50 chance that you can find the leaf piece right there. Ninji is sitting on the very nice hill right there, attaches with one stud. I love the little face with the buttons there. That looks so cute. A very good design. The flower is great too. There's an interaction tile with Mario on the back as well. And when you put Mario on that, it's the exact same as the Goomba. One jump equals one coin. No special sound, no special nothing. And it's a little disappointing. There's a very distinct lack of exclusive interactions in this series, which I find disappointing. This character is pretty great. I rated a solid like 5 out of 10. It's a great looking character. I'm very glad to get it, but it just feels not what the character pack series is all about. Our next character is going to be Thwip, and he is adorable. I love the spikes here. This character is probably one of the easiest to feel because you have to find a ton of these pyramid pieces. They do come in one other character. However, there's a bunch here. Although, actually, the easiest way is probably to find these 1x4 pieces. There's 2 of them, and this is the only character with pieces that large, so it's pretty easy. I love the lava piece here as well. I'm not sure what these weird bumps are. I think the fire candles for the Bone Goomba worked better. I don't really know. That yellow and orange is not a combination I've seen in the Mario sets before. I really do like this character, though. He fits in really well with the other, I believe it's called the Thwomp Drop set, where they launch a little fireball. You can replace that fireball with this character. Looks great, and it fits in pretty well. I'm always glad to get more new enemies that I recognize. While this character I don't think is the strongest inclusion for the series, and definitely could have been put in a different set, I still feel like it's a pretty good inclusion, and I'd have to rate it like a solid 7 out of 10, because I really do like him. He's adorable, and I actually know who he is, so it's a little better than the Ninji. But it's still a little kind of meh. For interaction with Mario, there's a tile on the back there, and you just put him against it. Ooh. Takes 3 hits, and you get 3 coins. That is an exclusive interaction. I really do like that. Shut up one more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Looks like he's got a little memory. Okay, so once you do the 3 hits and you knock him out, it takes 1 hit to get the coin. So I guess this is like a one-time enemy that you can defeat. Still pretty cool, though, and definitely a great inclusion for the series. All right, perhaps my favorite character in this series is gotta be the Huck It Crab. This guy's amazing. I've always loved this character. It's also really cool to get the blue piece here. This character is so easy to feel because that plant piece is a pretty rare one, only appears in 2 of these minifigures. And there's also a very nice slope piece in the back that no other character has. So when you find that, you've got this character. The Huck It Crab itself is built really, really cool. He's got a claw coming off the side here. So they had to adapt the square design for Mario villains to add that claw piece right there. And I love how he's sitting on a rock in the water. It looks great. The Huck It Crab itself has a little character scan in the back. I'll show you how that interacts with Mario in just a second. But the print up here is so cool. I love how he's got little eyes poking out from his shell. Just the general design of this character is great. I think it looks really well, and it definitely works. Interaction with Mario, just jump once and you get a coin. There is a slightly different squelchier sound for the water, which I appreciate, but I still would have maybe preferred a slightly different interaction, but it is cool. I'll grant it, they're trying. It sounds a lot better than the normal Goomba, but it's still just a little lackluster. The character is great, though. I definitely rate him a 9 out of 10. One of my favorite, if not my favorite in the series, although he will have to compete with the Bone Goomba, and that's a pretty tough character to follow. The next character is going to be the Fly Guy, and got mixed feelings. This guy is pretty easy to feel because you just have to find this 3x3 circle tile, which is pretty simple. I don't necessarily know if this guy should have been included in the CMF series. Pull off the propeller and it's just a Shy Guy, and that is cool. You can definitely army build Shy Guys, get a bunch of them. It's a very popular and standout character. I know I bought one of these for my sister because she loves this character and didn't want to get the set he came in last year, and that's pretty good. Definitely good for people, but again, I don't know. This character is not exclusive. Pretty much the exact same character appeared in another set. And so it's a little awkward getting a character in a character pack series that you can get in other sets. While all the other characters have been either exclusive variants or completely exclusive, this character remains identical with the exception of a propeller on top of his head and some new 2x3s with a stud missing in the center, which are really cool. But I don't know, I just mixed feelings on him. The character itself is great. The design's really cool. I love who he's floating on these blocks, some flowers there. The green platform is nice. It's a very simple design. He does interact with Lego Mario with a circle tile on the back. You jump on him, One hit, one coin, very simple, just like the Goombas and everything, so that's pretty basic. The character itself is pretty basic. It's a really great inclusion, don't get me wrong, and I'm very happy to have the Fly Guy character. It just feels lackluster, like they didn't really try hard enough. I'd rate this guy, let's go 5 out of 10 because we've already seen him in Lego form before. The Para Beetle is our next character. Interesting choice for the color on the bottom of the plant there. I do love they brought back these translucent pieces to make the characters flying. And the shell piece from the other Lego Mario sets of this wave returns. And the wings there look great. So much better than the Para Koopa, or Koopa Troopa, whatever you want to call them. The printed little eye tile there looks so adorable. I do find it interesting that this character has no legs whatsoever. He just kind of sits on top of there. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the game or not, but the character scan tag is up top, and it's a very rounded off character. The hills on the bottom are nice. For interaction with Lego Mario, 2 hits, 1 hit to knock off the wings, and then 1 hit to actually kill the Para Beetle. Very cute looking character, one I definitely really appreciate, probably a solid 8 out of 10, because it's an exclusive character. Great to get this shell piece with the wing holes, of course, and just the wings in general. It's a really great looking character, and it's not something we've seen before, which is a huge plus for the Mario line, because there is a bit of a tendency to repeat itself. When you're feeling for this character, I definitely feel for the giant shell, only character in the series with a shell. It's a show when you find it. I feel like these characters keep getting taller as we go on, but here we have the Parachute Goomba. I don't like it. I hate it. It's great to get a Goomba. It's great for army building, but we have so many Goombas. I don't know why they keep including them. I get it's the most iconic Mario villain besides like Bowser or something, but it just feels out of place in this series. You're supposed to be getting cool exclusive characters for Mario, or just not even, just, you know, good army builders. And this Goomba, while it's great to get the purple piece here, some really nice flowers. I love this parachute design that attaches with an ice cream cone and a flower piece. It's a Goomba. Hands down, it's a Goomba. And the interaction is very similar when you take Mario. 1 to knock the parachute off. Or actually, no, sorry, not even just, it's 1 hit, 1 jump. It's the exact same scan tile as normal Goomba. To feel this character in the bag, I felt for the flower stem and the large circle cone dish. Don't get that confused with the Shy Guy's circle for the face. I do like the smaller size floaties for the falling down feature because this guy is flying. But it's just like a Goomba. Again, we got a Goomba in the last series. We got a Goomba in pretty much every single Mario set. Like, if I put my whole army of Goombas together, I bet I'd have a huge amount. I might even do that. I might do a huge character, every character from the Lego Mario sets video, and show you how many Goombas you will get if you get them all. And it's just, I'm tired of it. I'd like some new exclusive characters, please. And this series, I think, is better than the first in terms of exclusive characters, but it's still, it felt me to toss in a Goomba, and it's good, but it's still disappointing. We're almost done. Second to last character. This is going to be Foo, a very adorable looking cloud. Definitely something I don't mind getting here. I'm not familiar with this character at all, but it's really nice to get the desert pieces and the cactus as well, because you can get a bunch of these, make a really nice cactus. There is a bending feature, very similar to the Fuzzy from the last series, and the character tag is on the back. Great way to feel out this character is to feel for the connection piece, as that's only shared with one other character, and that's the Poison Eep Cheep. You can also feel for the curved pieces for the cactuses, because those are exclusive to this set. When you take Lego Mario to interact with this character, it's 1 hit per coin. I like the Bone Goomba, like the Huck It Crab, like the Thwip. They're all, or not Thwip, excuse me, like the Ninji, like the Goomba, like the Shy Guy. They're all 1 hit, 1 kill. I do appreciate the design of the face here. It's very reminiscent of the Cheep Cheeps, and I do love the little poofy cloud bits. This character is adorable, very, very cute. Definitely a great one for the set. I would have to rate Foo, let's go with like a solid 8 out of 10. Exclusive character, good for getting multiples of, no complaints here. And the final character in the series is going to be our third recover of the Cheep Cheep character. This is the Spiny Cheep Cheep. I'm not sure why it's not called the Poison Cheep Cheep. That's what I like to refer to it as. I love getting the teal leaf right there. The blue piece is great too. I also love the bending forward feature. The wings are great here. This character is different than the other Cheep Cheeps because there are spikes up here instead of the fin. I love the face design as well, and it's great to get all these pieces in purple. Interaction with Lego Mario. It's the wet sound from the Huck It Crab, and 1 hit is 1 coin. The character itself bends down like always, and I like it. I really do. I'd rate this one a solid 9 out of 10. It's a great looking character. It is a variant of one we already have, yes, but it's a brand new version, and I would totally get like 3 or 4 of these to build like a poison trap for the poison swamp, because these characters will fit in great there, and it's really cool to see a brand new exclusive looking character, especially a cool variant of an already existing one. This is what I think the series really should be about, and it's definitely one of the best characters. To feel it out, feel for the wings, because the only other character to have the wings is the Para Beetle. Also feel for the little hinge piece right there, and just be careful to don't get it mixed up with the foo. And here's the full series, and I think I'm definitely going to try to do a comparison between Series 1 and Series 2. I think this is great. I'm not sure how it stacks up against the first one yet, but I love it. The thing I love most is how they gave us 2 of every color platform piece. 2 purple, 2 blue, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 red. We're just missing some white ones. Hopefully we get some snow enemies in the 3rd series, which should be coming out, I think, at the end of this year. That would be phenomenal. But this series is great. I know I've been harsh on it for doing characters like the Goomba, like the Fly Guy, but I think it's really good. We get some standouts like the Bone Goomba, like the Poison Sheep, the Spiny Cheep, excuse me, like the Thwib, like the Huck It Crab. They're such great characters, and I think anyone who buys this is going to be really happy. I'm very excited to integrate all of these guys into my Mario world. I think they're going to look great there. It's definitely something I'm looking forward to. As a whole, I think the series is a solid 10 out of 10. Great characters, overall great value. $5, I think, definitely pricey, but worth it. I just hope that, they don't put these characters in boxes anytime soon like the video line, because then, I might just stop buying them altogether. But make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Tell me what you think of each of these characters. Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? I'll do a ranking of all of them in the next video I do with this series, so stay tuned for that. That's all I got for you guys today. Again, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you all in the very next video, and want you all to have a fantastic and safe rest of your day.